check this out. If your relationship isn't working, is it okay to end it even though the holidays are right around the corner? So today in this podcast, Cece and I, we're going to talk about some of the things that you can do if you want to end it before the holidays get here. So stay tuned.
Don't do it. Hey, Blissful friends, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Blissology podcast. I'm your girl, Cece, and I'm joined by your homeboy.
Everybody, this is Will, and thank you for joining us today. We're glad to have you. If this is your first time tuning into this podcast, please subscribe and hit on that bell so we can notify you when these videos come out. So we appreciate you. This is a weekly podcast, and we talk about
love, life, family, holidays, breaking up during the holiday season. So we talk about that here on this podcast. Babe, I feel like you need a haircut. What's going on with your hair?
I do. I miss my day.
It looks pretty.
Now, here's the thing. I'm going on vacation next week.
Again.
And we have a few holidays. We have a few holiday gatherings we have to go to. And I want to go there with a fresh haircut. So I'm going to write it out. Mm-hmm. Until the day before the gathering. I think the first one's on the 15th.
I don't know. I just know it's next weekend.
Yeah, we have one on the 15th and we have one 2 days later. So I got to have a fresh haircut. And you guys know how I am. I don't want to go spend money this week and then spend money next week.
I feel like you're trying to tell you guys know I'm cheap. So that's like another way of saying I'm cheap.
I'm very mindful as to how I spend money.
I feel like that's where you were heading to. Well, you know what? It's okay to be cheap, especially around this time. You gotta save that money because we have so many like birthdays coming up. Our daughter's birthday is next week.
She's not getting anything.
Yo, our little one is just being.
I'm very, very careful as to how I spend money. So, but going back to my haircut, I know I need one. It's needed. It's needed.
At the same time, you can save that money to put that towards the Christmas gifts and the gifts for the kids and for myself. But here's what I'm saying. We have a lot of events coming up, as you mentioned earlier. We have our daughter's birthday on Tuesday. Mm-hmm. And this weekend is going to be all about her,
Yeah.
and mine is in 2 weeks. Christmas is around the corner. Mm-hmm. But here's the only thing I feel like I want to say, which is not a blissful moment. Mm-hmm. I've been sick.
And she got me sick.
Listen, it started with our daughter. The oldest one had it for a good 2-3 weeks. And then I caught it, of course. Y'all know how it is. It just goes around the house. And I had it for the past, I think it's been over a week now.
It's been a week.
Yeah. It's just, mine is the sniffle. I feel like it's just that I get very, very congested up here, but no coughing, no nothing like that. But
you had been coughing.
Okay, a little bit. You had
been coughing.
Not as much, a little bit. Okay. I'm not sure if you guys can tell because my voice is still like not clear. But my boo here started feeling it last Wednesday.
It kind of started. It's been.
I was last Wednesday. Yeah.
But you know what?
So now he's taking his lemon and all the recipes that he was giving me and I got him an Advil.
I gotta get rid of this as quickly as I can.
Because you're gonna be busy.
I don't want to be sick on vacation. No, I'm good. No fever. None of that. A little bit of sneezing, runny nose here and there, and obviously some discomfort. But, it's nothing I can't get over.
And it's expected to around this time. People get like, the cold season is around.
That's right. When people in your house have this stuff, they try to give it to you. I think she wakes up in the middle of the night and cough on me.
No, I wouldn't do that because I want you to take care of me. So now if we're both sick, who's going to take care of us?
You're right.
So therefore, I think
I apologize for accusing you.
It's just you who can't stay away from me. That's how you get it. That's how you caught it, I should say.
I think she's right.
Okay, there we go. But anyways, yes. So, blissful moment. How we have a lot going on.
It's the holidays. We're gonna go to 2 holiday gatherings, which I'm looking forward to. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
When I know he's gonna drag me on the dance floor, and there better be good music, because I'm not.
Of course.
I'm not
That's
going
how you
to be on a
celebrate the
dance
holiday.
floor if it's not a good music. And I know you, because you want to dance like the night away.
That's how I get my exercise.
But anyways, let's go into the topic of the day,
So,
baby.
if a relationship isn't working, is it okay to end it? Although the holidays are like 2 weeks away,
Yeah.
you know. So is it okay? I mean, how do you determine?
So here's why I came up with this topic. Remember
Yeah.
last weekend we talked about something about the breakup. We mentioned breakup on the podcast last
Yeah, we did say if
weekend.
things are not working, it's okay to break it
Right.
up.
So this was
Yes.
like, okay, Cece, here goes your next topic to discuss. And I
Good.
think I mentioned that last weekend too.
I think you did.
And then, so I figure, why not? Let's see if there's something out of it.
There may be people thinking about breaking up.
There may be people who have gone through this.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I haven't gone through breaking up during the holiday season or
think it's
right
just
before the holidays. I think it could be nuts.
Listen, can be, baby. Can you imagine
Listen,
you dating
if a
someone?
relationship already had problems, if it already had
Yes.
problems, one person could say, "Do you know what? I'm done. This holiday, I don't want the headaches. I'm going to move on." The other person may say, "You know what? This holiday may be the one thing we need to do together." to keep so there could be two ways of looking at it. But you know what? It's never easy to end a relationship. It can be difficult to break up with someone, especially during the holidays.
It's just the wrong time.
When the holidays coming, if you're the type of person that's thinking that, you know what, this is the holidays, everyone's happy. You're looking forward to spend time with this person, give gifts. Many of them, some people may already buy all their gifts already.
Oh yes.
So visit family,
like we talked about last weekend.
Yeah. So spending time together, many people look forward to this. So if you decided you want to end it right now, you could be crushing someone's heart, someone's
You
dreams.
are crushing someone's heart. I feel like it's just the worst day ever. You shouldn't be breaking up with someone during any holidays, whether if it's Christmas, whether if it's
Valentine's is a good one.
Valentine's Day, like, bro.
Listen, for
like,
me,
where's your love?
If I break up with you during the Valentine's, it's good. I don't.
It's
have
like
to
we
buy
didn't
you
have
anything.
love anyways. There was no love to begin with.
Listen, breakups don't just happen. There's usually things that leads to a breakup.
I'm just saying, there was no love. If you break up with me during Valentine's Day, there was no love to begin with.
It saves me money.
Or there's somebody else.
But it can be tricky breaking up during the holidays.
Of course,
It can
yes.
be. And yet sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
It's okay to end it, even though the holidays are right around the corner.
I disagree, but we're just gonna keep going because I feel like holidays is very joyful.
Yes.
Right? Me as a lady, I don't think if you're a gentleman, you're born to break up with someone, can you just wait until next year?
Well, here's the thing, because the holidays and, we tend to be more intimate. You get to hang out with the family. It may be in a way to not lead this person to think that there's a future, right?
I mean, yes.
So, because if the year was rocky and the holidays come, you take this person around, they got to hang out with your family, you kind of lie a little bit, things been good. This person may think that, okay, we're patching things up, the year's gonna be good, and then the year come, boom, you drop them. No, if you're gonna drop them before the holiday, before they go and mingle around with everybody. Now, I'm smiling.
Wait,
as
could
I
it be
say
like
this.
around Thanksgiving?
It could be around any holidays. Remember, if the relationship is not working, it's not working.
I understand
Especially
that.
if you've done all that you could to see if it could work and it's not working. Mm-hmm. Sometimes, yes, we could be hopeful, thinking that the holiday comes, maybe this person will have a change in behavior if it was a behavioral thing that was causing issues. But sometimes that's not the case. If you've tried everything you could and it's still not working, listen, have some peace during the holiday. Because, listen, I haven't been in a dramatic relationship, but I've seen some.
Yes.
And she better not gives me drama because I will leave her during the holidays.
Okay. It'll be your loss.
But I've seen some. And if you can save yourself the stress of having to deal with this person's shenanigans during the holidays.
Craziness, more like.
Right. Now,
like, you want to make sure, I feel like because the holiday is such a peaceful, joyful moment. I mean, I just feel like sometimes a lot of us, we don't need the extra drama, right? Well, we don't need it.
We don't. Extra drama is never a good thing. It takes away from your sleep. It's
juicy though.
No, see, some people love drama.
My mom and I, we love drama. Okay, we don't. Well, let me not say that way.
Let me say this. I know the holidays, can be stressful, and sometimes your partner doesn't need the extra drama. So if you're gonna break up this person, just break up. Don't just ghost them. Don't just slowly fade away. Like, you don't come around as often. Like, if you used to spend a night there, maybe 2 nights a week. Don't just slowly going like half a night.
Listen, right? That's the best way to like just ghost them. Don't be around.
Not during the holiday. If you're gonna do that during the holiday, just come straight. Do a.
Be a gentleman.
Do an upfront breakup.
A clean breakup.
Sometimes it may be tempting to ignore texts or not show up at the holiday parties. Little things that people do to kind of ease off. Mm-hmm. But that sometimes causes stress for the other person.
Yes,
and don't wait the last minute. Don't be like, you're picking me up to go to the holiday dinner, and then you're like, sorry, it's not you, it's me, and you're already all dressed up, ready to go.
It's not you.
So don't do it last minute. Mm-hmm. Do it, straight up. If you know that you don't want to be with this person, you already know that.
Yeah, but the thing is, I feel like, but if things were already like rocky. Yeah. Then you're like, all right, I need a date to go to this Christmas party, so I gotta.
Yeah, get someone to go with you.
You gotta reach out. I mean, yeah. Don't be a second choice, a second option. No, like if we feel like we are breaking up, I mean, I'm just saying, because I know some people would do that.
If you're breaking up, now there may be reason people would bring you to the holiday gathering. Sometimes they know people's probably gonna ask, and they're just not ready to have this discussion yet.
Right.
So they'll just bring you, and both of you will just fake that things are good. Now, if both of you agree that's what you want to do, then fine. But don't lead this person to think that things are gonna be good when you know in the back of your head, I'm about to drop you. So don't cause your partner that extra stress early on. Like right now is the best time. This week is the best time.
No, it's not.
It's the first week leading into the second week of December. You already know things been rocky because you've had a whole 11 months dealing with it. Or if it started middle of the year, you have a good 6 months dealing with it. Mm-hmm. So now's a good time to say, you know what, baby? I know we've been trying. And I know you've done your best.
We've done all we could do.
You know what? I know you've done your best, and I'm sure if it was up to you, things would have worked out fine. But I have some issues.
But to me, to you have some issues. You're gonna tell me it's not me, it's you. And then deep down inside, it's me, right? Because that's what I'm feeling. I feel like you want to tell her. Well,
you can't make this person feel bad that they did something wrong. You gotta build them up.
But it just feels so wrong and so bad to just doing it around this time, around that holiday. Like, why would you have like the gut?
Listen,
to do that around Christmas? There could be a number of reasons.
Maybe maybe the person who's doing the dumping already have a side person that they want to go to their holidays. Again,
that's what I'm saying. Like, how about you just ghost them and not texting or not calling them, and
that keeps them on suspense, thinking that there's still maybe a way to work it out. No, if
I'm a ghost type of person.
If you already know that
if it's not working, I'm gonna ghost you. Like, I'm out.
See, these people creates extra drama, but And you know, and we're joking about it, but it's a serious thing. Here's what I say. You know, not every relationships are created equal. You know, there's relationship that's been there for, you know, a very short period of time, and there's people that's been together for years. And you'll find the way you approach a 6 month relationship would be very different than the way you approach a 5-year relationship.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you gotta gauge it to see what makes sense.
Of course.
Because, you know, imagine you've been together with someone for 5 years, and you sit them down and you just break up with them during this time. That's hard.
I just can't imagine. I just can't imagine breaking up with someone, because it's not easy to like, hey, it's not working out, let alone to breaking up with someone during like a holiday. You know, like a special holiday.
My manager, we were having a conversation earlier this week, and he made this comment that says, problem does not age well, which means in a relationship, if there's been some problem early on, start tackling them early on.
Yeah,
so if there's been problem, you never addressed it, and then all of a sudden you addressed it, you could cause this problem to have a heart attack.
Right.
Because
causes more problems.
But you weren't doing things to either bring it to surface so you can start working on it. You just all of a sudden it just shows up, and you're like, yeah, there's been this, but you know, no, we never talked about it. But there's been this, and this not gonna work out, especially if it's been a long-term relationship.
Right.
So here's my advice to people who's been together for a while and maybe thinking about breaking up during this holiday. Like Cece said, this may not be a good idea.
It's just not a good idea.
If you say you love this person and you care for this person and you've been together for 5 years, because 5 years are very different than 5 months. You know this person, you know this person's family, you know what this person like. You know this person. I mean, 5 years, I think you're good enough to get married, because that's how much you should know this person.
Yeah, that's how much we've waited.
And especially if you haven't done much to make this relationship work, in terms of, I mean, sometimes you can try to work things on your own, but there are times you may need to get help. If you haven't gone those route and you just decided to drop this person, then that's a problem, right? Now I'm agreeing with you on that, but I
mean, I definitely agree. You know, this is where, you know, we talked about seek for you, either you see a therapist or your church, your pastor, someone who has
some expertise in dealing with that stuff, and have multiple conversations, face
to face, like not like texting each other. Because I know a lot of us millennials in the next generation, which is what, the Gen Zs, we do a lot on the phone, right? But I feel like when you're breaking up with someone, if you're grown enough and you understand that, hey, okay, I'm breaking up with someone, especially during this time in the holiday season, like I gotta be bold enough to meet with you and says, hey, listen, like my husband said, it's not you.
It's me.
Whenever you hear it's not you, it's me, just know that it is you.
Not always. Not always.
Wait, but why would you even start the conversation with it's not you, it's me? Or why would you even like add that on there?
Well, you don't want to make this person feel like they're the ones causing the issue.
Or it could be because we both have our own issues.
If you start this conversation where, okay, you've done this, this person will get in the defensive and try, and then before you know, it becomes a fight. But if I say you in the clear, it's not you. You haven't done anything wrong, so there's no.
Then I'll feel like you're lying.
But that eliminates the reason for a fight. Right then and there, I just put it all on me. You've been good, because people, when you start something and tell people you've done something wrong, they're already thinking, no, I haven't. And they will give you reason why they haven't. And obviously, if you don't want to put it on you, you'll fight and say it's you, and before it becomes a big fight. No. To make it easy, make sure this person feels like they're in the clear. They have not done anything wrong.
They're in the clear.
It's all me.
I mean, that means I'm perfect. That means the person's perfect. But I know where you're going, but however, I feel different. I feel like, whatever a guy says is not to you, it's not you,
it's usually me. You.
It's usually you the problem. Either you're dramatic, either you can't control your emotions.
And that's usually very true. That's usually very true. But if you've done all that you could, especially coming off a long-term relationship,
right.
If you've done all that you could, the therapies, the conversation, the counseling, whatever it may be that you've done, then if it gets to that point, it's still not working out. Yeah, don't try to force it through the holidays, because this would have been something that's expected.
Right.
So break it off. Be honest. Now, on your part, if you're the one that has a problem, yeah, admit that you have the problem.
Right.
Now, be respectful. In this one, I say, you know what? The relationship may not have worked, but there's still someone that you loved at one point. So be respectful and treat this person just like the way you would treat him. Now, breakup can be an emotional thing.
Can be. It is.
Well, I haven't broken up with someone during the holidays, but I know breakup in itself can be emotional things, and people would just get upset.
Of course we get upset. For you guys may be different. For you guys, it's just like a breaking up with a girl, like, okay, next, you move on to the next person. But for us, it's different. It's like you went through so much, like, the butterflies, the falling in love, and the see you and this guy together for a long time. And then before you know it, you envision all this great pictures in your mind, and you all alone, you're like, I'm just chilling, and then when it comes time for you to move on, you move on. It's always easy for y'all to move on versus the ladies. And
I heard this guy made a comment once.
Okay.
Sometimes ladies always think that it's easier for guys to move on. Now,
yes,
if you take a pretty lady and an okay guy, and you put both of them in a club full of people,
where you going with this, baby?
I'm saying that ladies sometimes can move on quicker, not from an emotional standpoint, but getting the companionship. If you take a semi-attractive lady and an okay guy, you put them both in a club single, the lady will be approached about 10 times more than the guy would. In fact, the guy had to go and try to approach people.
Well, yeah.
The lady, you just stand there and people just come to you, and you can kind of pick and choose. So ladies attract people to guys. We got to go hunt. So when ladies think that, hey, listen, we can move on. No. We gotta work to find someone else.
Well, yeah, you move on. You just
sometimes ladies just get people that comes and get them. And
well, yeah, then it takes time for us to replace the other person.
From an emotional standpoint, I know it could be, because some of us can move on emotionally a lot quicker than others.
Yes, guys do a lot quicker than ladies, than the girls. Yes, because y'all can see somebody here, and then before you know it, one night, and then you done. Next, and then all alone.
It doesn't happen that quick.
I'm just saying, it doesn't happen. Okay, baby.
Listen, I've been married for over 10 years, so I don't know how things are these days. But let me say this. If you've broken up, try to take care of yourself. Remember, it's still the holidays, still a festive time. So if you have to get to gatherings, dinners, whatever it may be, parties, still get yourself together, looking good, and go. Who knows? Someone may pick you up right then and there. It's difficult to break up during this time. Let's face it. And sometimes we're afraid that people are going to ask, and we won't have a good reason to give. You may not want to face the family and explain why your partner isn't present. But keep in mind, if you break up with someone, you don't just break up for no reason. There's always a reason.
Yeah.
And the reason is the reason. If people don't like it, when they ask why so-and-so isn't here, so-and-so is a jerk. We've been trying to make it work, and we've tried all we could. So-and-so couldn't change. Or you know what? I wasn't vibing with so-and-so.
Yeah, or just don't go to the party.
No, still go.
But no, here's what I'm thinking.
Said, don't cage yourself because you broke up with someone. Still enjoy yourself. I think it's important.
Yes. What I'm saying is, or if you don't go to the party, it could be where you don't want to hear from people asking all these questions. Yeah. You stay home or you go to a different party. right? Okay, I'm not making it to the to the family party this year because I know if I go, they're gonna ask me for John, and I'm not with John anymore. So therefore, instead of me
go somewhere else,
going to that family party gathering, I'm just going to chill with the girls and
yeah. The girls will still ask questions, by the way.
That's
anyway.
different. The rest is
But you know, the key is that you broke up with this person. Try to move on, but don't let yourself go. Don't spend the whole holiday season moping around and crying. Take care of yourself. Mm-hmm. Go out and do things. Breaking up is not the end of your life. It's not the end of the world. It's just the end of this chapter of your life that wasn't working, and it gives you an opportunity to start a new chapter. So breaking up is always difficult. Listen, I'm standing here and speaking and still smiling while I say it. It is difficult. Mm-hmm. And on both parties. Well, not always, but it could be. And there's no good time to do it, right?
Yeah. I mean, I just think that it's just something, some people find a way to do the breakup where dinner or, hey, listen, it's just not working. Like you said, there's no good time to do it. It's just happen.
And if a relationship is truly over, then you don't have to feel guilty ending it over the holidays. If it's truly not working, you should still
feel guilty.
you don't.
You should feel guilty. It's just, I personally would feel guilty breaking up with someone over the holidays. You may not feel guilty because I feel like you're just a dude. You have no feelings. Sometimes you guys don't have no feelings, but I truly feel like, you know, I know you say you don't have to feel guilty for ending it over the holidays, but deep down inside, you know the guilt. Man, I just broke up with this girl. Well, then, oh, baby, here's something. Craig.
Let's go.
Can you imagine you call your homeboy and you tell your homeboy, hey, I just broke up with CC, and then your homeboy is like, what? You broke up with her on the holidays? And he's gonna be like, yeah, man, I just had to
this chick's got issues.
I just had to end this. And then he's like, man, bro, I can't believe it. This is in the holidays. You couldn't wait until next year. Can you imagine that guilt that you would feel inside? Oh,
because and this is where I say that.
On the other hand, I would feel like that if my girl would say, hey, Cece, I can't believe you just broke up with Will, you know, during the holidays. Don't you feel anything?
You know, if it's a breakup that you really thought through and you realize that there is no way this would work.
But let me get my gift before you break up with me, okay?
And you've done all that you could to make this work. No, I wouldn't feel guilty. Now, if there's something that I could have done, I didn't, then I probably feel good. You know what? Maybe I should have done that. Mm-hmm. But if I've done everything that I know that I could do and I did,
in your power,
I'm not going to feel guilty.
But does that count if I get my gifts, you know, before we're breaking up?
Gifts? I'm saving money. What are you talking about getting your gifts? Hey, let's just... No. I think if you already bought something for this person, you can still give it to them.
Or even if you didn't, we no longer together, you could still get me a gift for the holiday.
Well, if we decide, you know what, from where we are, we'll remain friends. Yes, I'll gift you something. You may be different than what it would have been if we were together. Because listen,
then I'm like, I don't want
just because you break up with someone, and I know there's people, you break up with them, you become the enemies.
That's me.
So if I break up with you and we're enemies, don't expect to get anything from me. But if I break up with you but we're still friends, a friend can give a friend something.
A friend.
And you'll get something.
I don't believe in that, but okay.
And if I had already bought something for you, yes, I think you should give that person that something. Now, if it's something crazy expensive, no. Say you went and spent like $500 on something and give this person and you're breaking up with them. Well, I'm not rich, so $500 is a lot of money for me. No. Keep your receipt. Return that stuff. Get your money.
Wow.
Yes.
So you would get your money back.
$100 or less. Give it to them.
So you would take your money back.
See, if I bought you a ring where I spent maybe $1,000 on it and I was going to give it to you.
Well, that's different. It
symbolizes a big... Or if I bought like a MacBook for like over $1,000, I was going to give you. There's no way I'm giving you that. That's going back. Well, I'm keeping it.
Okay.
It's that. You're not getting it.
I hear you. I agree. I mean, it's just very expensive. So why keeping something that's so expensive where you know that, you can get your money back for it?
Yes. Hey, listen, if I'm breaking up with you, that means I don't see a future. I still like you as a human being, but I'm not going to invest in you. And that's it. So, but listen, whatever you run into this holiday season, look in your heart to see if it makes sense for you. From where we're sitting here, we're talking about some of the ways you can do it, but at the end of the day, it comes back to you.
Don't do it.
Only you know the person that you're with. Only you know how that may impact this person emotionally. And remember, the holiday, it's a joyful moment.
Mm-hmm.
If you can find it in your heart to patch that relationship and make it work, I think that'll be the ultimate end to
gifts.
What's going on. Just make it work. And if you can't make it work and you feel breaking up is the best thing to do, if that's what you feel like doing, by all means, go for it. But if you have any doubts, should you or should you not, then wait it out. Kind of go through the motions because it may be a good thing for you as well. Spend the holidays, relax, keep it low key, chill, eat a lot of food, gain some weight, spend some money. Those are the things people do to enjoy themselves during the holidays.
Yeah.
If you have someone that you at one point loved and you could do it with, then do it. So that's me saying, or that's us saying, spend your holidays the way that makes sense for you. If you want to spend it alone, spend alone. If you want to spend it with the person you once loved, spend it with that person. If you want to use it as a tool to get better in your relationship, then do that. Either way, it's all up to you. So thank you for joining us on this podcast on if a relationship isn't working, is it okay to end it? Yeah, maybe yes, maybe no. You make the decision.
Should you break up with your boo during the holidays?
Yes, maybe no. It's up to you. So guys, please share, like, subscribe, and click on the bell notification so you can be notified when we release new videos. We appreciate you guys. And from us to you, we just want to wish you a happy holidays with your family, friends, and anything else.
And families.
And families. And co-workers. And employees.
I don't have those.
And cousins, sisters, brothers, fathers. Anyone who's in your life who's important.
Uncle, niece, nephews.
So until next time, peace.